This podcast episode is going to be special. Why? Because I want to share some amazing things that are coming up very, very soon. And so, if you're watching this on video, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about because I'm going to bring up and mention the book that's coming out this Saturday, June 6th, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Everybody in the world is welcome to join the co authors to celebrate this launch. And I will drop the YouTube link that everybody can join and watch everything going on live. So I like to start a little bit before that. I like to start with the podcast. And I might not jump on here sharing everything I do all the time on the side because I love my guests when they come on. But my podcast is very important to me. It's very special to me. And I love to have people come on, share their journey in life, see where the conversation takes us, so that other people listening know they're not alone and they can get through whatever they're going through as well. And I hope that they find that right podcast episode where they can reach out to the guest, reach out to myself or somebody else they know so they know they're not alone and they can get through what they're getting through. This is why I started my podcast. This is why I continue to do it today. After 3.5 years, over episode 200, now 204, this journey has been nothing but amazing. There's been growth within the guests, growth within the listeners, and growth within myself. I have seen myself just keep on moving forward, not with just a podcast, but everything. It's built up resilience and it's built up that spot in me where you just have discipline and being consistent and just showing up at the right time at the right moment. It's also dragging into other things in your areas of life, right? And so you don't have to be a podcaster to do this. You just have to be doing something right somewhere and allow that to leak in to something else in your life. So it allows me to get up in the morning, say my prayers, and just go ahead and get ready for the day and a bunch of other things. I don't have to go into my routine here, but you just share your level of discipline in those other areas. Podcasting has changed my life forever. Allowed me to speak. It allowed me to be a co-author in other books. It's allowed me to have my own event, and it's allowed me to see things that I never would have seen before. That God would have never allowed me to see before if I haven't opened up my eyes and taken chances and be in opportunities when they came up. So, what I'd like to share with you is this book launch is coming out on Saturday. This book has made it to this past event we just were at in Philadelphia this past Saturday. Me and my girlfriend Giselle, we were there. We were there as Life's Checkmark. We were there as the podcast host. We got to interview several attendees, asking them what they liked about the event, why they were there, and some other questions as well. And it was great, a great time. We got to interview maybe 10 because we only had so much time, but it was well worth it. So if you're watching this on video, you can check it out on YouTube. I had this book in a case, right? Because this is not out yet. It comes out June 6th. And the book is already printed, but my co-authors did not get the book yet. And so I didn't want anybody else to see the book, the inside of the book. So I sealed it, right? So somebody could touch it, whatever. They can't open it without ripping it open. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see it's got all the podcast guests. These were all guests on my podcast that decided to take the opportunity to check something off in their life. They checked off that they would be a co-author in this book. And what did they do? They shared something more important, something more in depth in their journey in this book than the podcast. So they came on and they were like, I'm going to share whatever it is outside of the podcast, right? They went a little deeper and it was amazing. Like some of these journeys in here, they just make you weep. They make you open up your eyes. They make you realize that they these people, the authors, have gone through something that is life changing that you and I might be sitting here and go, I don't know if I could get through that. So I'm going to just share with you that join us on the YouTube call this Saturday, get to hear from all the co-authors, and then you can purchase the book. We'll have the link available. You can purchase it from Amazon, or if you know the co-authors, reach out to them because they have books that they want to give to you. They want to sell them to you, whatever that is. They have them available. They can sign it for you. That's what you want. You want to be able to get from the co-authors that you know and have it signed. So this book went to the Guinness Book of World Records event where 140 some authors, or yeah, 140 some co-authors had to sign the same book simultaneously, right? So we were all in the room to sign this book, and we beat it, right? It was, I think it was 126 was the old record. Now it's 141, I think, some 42. Uh, what a great time! Met some incredible individuals from across the world. There was the UK, Iceland, Thailand, a lot of people still, from the US, Canada, and I'm sure there's others. I just haven't met everybody or heard about them from other parts of the world. But it was so rewarding. And it was so rewarding that Jim, running the event, who also was a guest of mine on my podcast, gave us the opportunity to show up as Life's Checkmark, to ask questions and share that with the people that we were able to connect with, and be there on the other side of the table answering the questions. So that was a huge opportunity. And I wanted to share all this because not too many people really know what I really care and what I'm passionate about, because I might not express it so much when I'm interviewing people. But I am very passionate about having people share their journey to encourage and inspire others. And so that's just a podcast. And then I saw something being a part of a book, Emilio's book, Born to Risk, and I figured out how I can get my guests to come together and actually get to be part of something, a community, and grow. And that made me feel good. So I created a book, and this book has been starting since August, September of last year, and now we're launching it. And now I have people already asking me for edition number 2. And so I'm preparing now for previous podcast guests or new podcast guests to be part of the edition, second edition. But if I didn't take the opportunity of saying yes to Emilio, to be in his book, to see his book, and going to an event to meet my girlfriend, right? There's a whole story behind that. Everybody's talking about that one. But I would have never, seen the chance, the opportunity of what God has put in front of me, unless I just said yes to something and just see what happens. My dog just sneezed, if you heard it. So I wanted to push you and encourage you to take the opportunities. Yes, they might be risks. They might be calculated risks. They might be, I don't know what's going to happen kind of risk. But you can't say that you did something if you didn't do it, right? So that's the chances I started taking. I started podcasting, then it led me to speaking, and I just took a chance on speaking. I don't want to say I'm the best speaker in the world. Podcasting has got me to that level where I'm okay and comfortable being up on stage in front of people, but it gave me an opportunity to be in books and show up at different events and start to move forward. So I want you to ask yourself, where are you going? Or what have you done lately? What have you pushed off? What have you kind of said, I don't know if I want to do this or not. But now you got to like think about it. Are you going to do it or not? Are you going to take this chance? Are you going to check off something that you want to do in your life and not what somebody else wants you to do? And that's exactly what Life's Checkmark is all about. I was always thinking I had to go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a good career, get the house, get the wife, get the kids, etc. Right? I was checking off somebody else's life. And even though they didn't say it directly, it was probably mostly my parents and others around me that just went in the same way. It wasn't until the life changing events I went through that allowed me to start checking off my own life. Who am I? Who do I want to become? And that's what allowed me to get to where I am today. So ask yourself, what have you been putting off? What what journey have you been through that you're supposed to share with others? Do you have a book? Have you been on a podcast? Have you been on multiple podcasts? Do you even have a podcast? Guys, you want to start a podcast? Let's talk, because I am serious about podcasting. It has taken me so far. I already mentioned that, but I can only take so many guests. And so, like, I'm big in helping other people start their podcast and keep going with it, because a lot of them don't get past episode 3, 90% don't. And I don't want you to be one of them. But I know deep down inside, you have that want, that desire, that reason, and that why that you want that podcast. Once you figure that out, you just keep going. It doesn't matter how many downloads it got. It doesn't matter how many listeners you got. It doesn't. Because what's more important is what you want to do with it. Right? Yes, we want to reach so many people, but we have to start somewhere. There's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of podcasts you have to get through. There's more YouTube channels than there are podcasts. So think about that. If that's something you want to talk about, feel free. You can email me at, you can use journey@lifecheckmark.com. That's another thing. You have a journey you want to share, email me there. Tell me a little about your journey. Let's jump on a call. Maybe you're a good fit for the podcast. Maybe you're a good fit to be in the next book. And maybe you're a good fit to go something even further where I'm going to go with things. I love sharing this. This is probably going to be one of my best episodes ever because I'm so passionate about it. I'm so excited for this Saturday. I can't wait. I got my girlfriend Giselle as the manager on the side with all the books. She's been doing a phenomenal job marketing and everything and helping everybody out, answering questions. And most of these co-authors will be showing up. And I think there's only like one or two so far that said they can't. So I'm so excited. Let's do this. It's around the world. I haven't mentioned that yet. So Annie's from Greece. Penny's from the UK. I got Sean from Canada. Emery is from Puerto Rico. And I believe everybody else is in the US. But think of how vast that already is. There's people in multiple countries showing up to be part of this. I'm so excited. Guys, I am really excited. I pray that you can jump on, spend some time with us. It'd be about an hour and just see what all the hype is about. See why you need to read their stories. See why you need to listen and watch their podcast episode. These people have some incredible journeys, and I'm sure you have one of your own too. So are you going to push it out there? Are you going to launch your podcast? Are you going to go on other podcasts and share your journey? How about writing a book? If any of that relates to what you want to do and you haven't done it yet, email me. Same email. You can use journey@lifecheckmark.com and just tell me why you're emailing me. Let's schedule a call, guys. I'm so excited. I can't wait for this batch of co-authors for this book, and I can't wait for the next ones. The next book that's going to come out next year. I can't wait. Guys, I am here for you. I'm here for you to share your journey. I'm here for you to help with your podcasting and anything else we can come up with and create. The opportunities are endless. I encourage you to move forward with your opportunities, your risks, and just see where it takes you. We all don't have forever to live. So why not just leave a footprint somewhere? Build that legacy. Podcasting is just a good start. The book is a great start. So I'm going to end it here. I appreciate you. I appreciate all my listeners. I appreciate those that share this because it spreads the word. It spreads the word for the podcast to get out there to help others, encourage and inspire others. That's what it's all about. And I want to do it in so many more ways than just podcasting. We'll talk soon.